Are we rolling? Okay, hello, I am Zeos Pantera. Hello, welcome to Inner Fetish. And we're here to talk about the Harrier jet, or Harrier and the Hendersons. Not many Harriers in the thing. So I guess someone is a fan of old stealth planes. Or, what was the other Harrier that I thought of? Oh, something stupid. Either way, Juzear, like the flare cable, which, by the way, now, just self-promotion, comes with the gunmetal gray, and you can get it for the headphones, you can get it for the IEM. But Juzear, like Defiant, Big Brother Harrier, which apparently was tuned with squiglink, and I forget who started this. Was this a Critical thing? Who did all the measures? Like, there's a whole website you can go and compare measurements to all the IEMs and all the headphones and everything, which is like cool, but you should not make purchase decisions based on pictures for audio gear. I mean, it should look good, but then you should also, don't house the numbers. It's fine. Point is, so I was tuned with squid ink. Ew. That would be like that really fancy black Italian pasta. Yeah, don't look it up. Anyway, so I'm not the measurement whore of the group. We know that. And I go to the page and I start reading. I love how it leaves the bottom half. It's perfect. And that's all they talk about is what is squiglink, what is this, and there's comparisons, and it's the way that we judge and we measured everything. We know what everyone's preferences are. And it's tuned to be basically the preference of everybody, plus a DF neutral, plus a bass boost with an IEF neutral. And I'm like, stop. I don't care. The way Zeos makes these reviews happen is he doesn't care about anything that happened. I don't care if my grandmother made this IEM. I don't want to know about it. I just want to listen to it and judge it. And let me tell you what the Harrier told me. It said, hey, do you know that one song by Bob Marley from the Legends CD? And I'm like, no, I don't, because that whole album sucks. Well, listen to it on these. And it was just like, hold on. All right, now you got like the tone and the rhythm and the beat, and then and I'm like, I know my Bob Marley downloads are shit. So why does this sound so good on the Harrier? And so that got kicked off. I started on this journey now to figure out what is the thing? What is the thing? This $300, because it's not $100. Defiant's $100. Thank you for supporting the channel by buying Defiant. It's $100. This is $300. And is it written on the back? We'll have to look this up. It is, yes, there it is. It is a DD 6BA 2 planar. So there's a lot of shit crammed in here. And as I was going through the playlist to try to figure out what is it, what does any of this mean? What is fourth generation composite carbon-based coated diaphragm dynamic driver? What does that mean for the sound reproduction? Nothing. It means nothing. I care about the tuning and I care about what the design goals were. I don't even look at this frequency response graph. Looks just blank as far as I could tell. So what the fuck is it doing? And I can tell you, as I switch through every track, all right, I had a vision before I started of vocals. It's all about, it focuses the vocals right in front of you. Kind of like, what was the original Tron the Master Command, Master Control, Master Blaster? What was his thing? That big fucking hit. That's what the vocals feel like. That's why Marley sounded so good. Because that song sounds like shit. That's just the worst, lowest recording quality, is crunchy. There's no dynamics. But it ripped the vocal track out and put it here. And then all that other shit that was in the background was just in the background. I don't have a ton of singing, just acapellas and beautiful French women. I don't have a ton of it. So as I'm going to my playlist and, Tenet Sator plays, and it's just bass response going, brrr, which, by the way, these can produce. There is a slight bass boost. I don't think it's as sharp as Defiant. Defiant is there for a good time, not a long time. but it's definitely, you feel the bass. But just audio without vocals, there's nothing to focus on. These Harriers, like, let me see, what do I got? London Grammar. Okay, perfect. It's like there's a center channel. Fuck you, be broken. Don't you dare be broken. I need London Grammar's big picture. Say you ever love me. London Grammar. Chef's kiss. But it's like you have a 2-channel setup, and then someone just shows up at your house, installs a surround processor, adds a center channel, and puts that channel 3 feet closer to you than the other speakers are. And it's like, oh, there she is. And, you know, you can get good center image with stereo. We all know this. We all know this, right? You do know you only need 2 speakers to get, like, someone singing in the middle, and then it varies the volume and delay, and it moves. But when you put a center channel in, that is an actual physical place that's coming from. It's not being faked from the left and right. It's fucking there. And that's what this does to vocals. Handmaiden's Tale. Whoa. Okay, that was hold on. Yeah, that happens as well. No, that was the sharp. You know what? This might have to go into my test tracks. Oh, never mind. I'm in my test tracks. That's from the Handmaiden. Because that was the sharpest thing anything should ever fucking be, and I didn't throw the IEMs out of my ears. So bravo on not pushing those little planars to the point of making my eyes bleed. But that was a sound. Let's put it that way. So if I go to anything in my playlist that has vocals in it, it's just going to be fucking amazing. Yeah, it's like the sounds are normally here, and someone took the vocal track and went, somehow it's like on top of me. That guy is like up, and then behind, and then inside of my ear canal. So, space, width, all amazing. Matching or exceeding at least what I've gotten Defiant. Better for 3 times the price. I'm listening to currently, what the hell is this? Yossi Horikawa's Crossing, and there's just like a bunch of things moving left to right. It's a city crossing. Get it? And the imaging is just, I could feel threads of people walking through my brain. So, yeah, I'm going to say that the Harrier pulls off a whole lot of nonsense. Whether that has anything to do with the actual frequency response measurements, we leave that to be determined. Because if you can just tune something to match like this, then only one headphone needs to exist. We could stop all this nonsense. Get the one big heavy communist headphone, and then that's it. So I hope they can't measure their way to a perfect sound, because that would be so boring. Okay, so Harrier. They want to do a giveaway or a special Black Friday code or something like that. So wait for Hi-Fi Go to get back to me, because I wanted to know if I loved this thing before I was like, yes. And I fucking do. At $300, it's worth $300. I'm not going to say, it's doing so much more. But, I mean, we didn't even look at them. Jesus Christ, I'm a bad reviewer. There's 2 colors available. There's this, which they call blue, and then there's other one that's called yellow. And blue is really more of like at least on mine, is like a slate green. Like, I knew Defiant was going to be a fucking hit because of how it looked. And this is a little more stately. Like, you could see the eye in there. You didn't see the eye. There's the eye. A little more stately, but not as bold. Like, I feel like it's nice, but I wouldn't like put this on my shelf. Like, look, this is the best looking IEM I've ever seen. It's got texture inside of it that you can't actually feel. That's kind of odd. Normal size. I've got my Dino SS tips. It comes with just so many damn tips. Just so many tips. You got the 2 foams, which are always only 2, unless you spend $2,500. Then you've got these guys, which are real sticky. Then you've got balls, and you've got balls. And then you've got some other round ones here. So they give you a ton of tips to play with. This unit came with this case, which I left the silica in there. Do not eat that. And that's nice. And I haven't seen before. I think you're supposed to use this on here. It doesn't quite match the burgundy to the red. But, I mean, is it for a Harrier jet? Is that what they're going for? Is this like the jet thing? Because I got the jet thing. They couldn't afford the real jet thing. Is that what this is supposed to be? Am I picking up on that? I didn't do a lot. I didn't read everything. I didn't read what Mark Ryan Sally, created by Auto Review. Oh, it is him. Okay. So Super Review did squiglink. You know what? Shh. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I'm just trying to wonder if Harrier is actually like a jet thing and that's what this is. We'll find out. We'll find out in the comments when I get yelled at. So nice thing. The wire, excuse me, Valencia, is essentially just a slightly upgraded version. I think it's slightly up. Is it thicker? It's a slightly thicker version of the flare cable. Same interchangeable heads, although this does not come with a USB-C. It comes with a 3.5, literally on the eye. It comes with a 3.5 and a 4.4, and that's it. Whether it's because they don't think at this price point it's going to market. $100 IEM, people don't know what's going on, plug in your phone. $300 IEM, you better know what the fuck's going on, plug it into your DAP, is what they're saying. It was a little bit sensitive when I went from the cats. Come on, wait, we gotta film cats. They're more important than anything, right? Stop everything, cats are happening. Drake and Jubei, my white ninja. Anyway, fuck, I knew whatever the last thing I was saying was just gonna fly out the window. Know what they're doing. Wire, Juzear, no USB-C because you plug into your DAP. And the difference between the two. So the only difference between these two the Valencia are the same, is this is being preamped here by the FIO K13, and this is being preamped by Golden Sound's revision of the Ferrum stack, the Wandala, with none of his options turned on, which is actually Impact Plus was turned. Interesting. I was listening with a bass boost essentially, and I still preferred it on that one because these are like scientifically identical. So just the preamps is what we're looking at in the DAC. So I guess that means I prefer it. I mean, it's not more neutral. This is R2R versus whatever. This is standard Sigma Delta that's happening here, but I actually prefer it with less bass. If Impact Plus was on there, and unless there's more bass than that coming out of the K13, then here we are. So, I mean, I can go to my dead nuts neutral. Hold on one second. We're putting on some nuts. Lady, we're putting on some nuts. She's dressed for battle. If this was anime, all that red bits just wouldn't be there. Let's lower you down before everyone dies. Because you're stupid, aren't you? Yeah, you're stupid. Yeah. God, those fucking... I hear those tap shoes, man. Right on my skull. Yeah, I'm not noticing a huge difference between like this and this, and now... Oh. Yeah, no, this is a little bit less happening. I haven't done a full review of the DX5 Mark II. When I do, I'll know what sound signature, because right now it's just sort of like I'm pretty sure it's neutral. But let's not blow it up with this. Let's try one more before we're done. Oh, that takes a lot of juice out of this one. Yeah, I'm going to say that there is a slight sound difference between all my devices here. This is being DAC'd down there. This is its own DAC. This is DACing this. This is DAC. So this is all sort of like everything but a tube was covered. And I'd say it definitely takes to a slight sound difference. I liked it on all of them. It sounded a little bit dull in the topping just now. And sort of like lacking low end hit with the fucking Gishelli. Don't know. We can analyze this for fucking weeks. Harrier, I don't know how you do what you do with vocal like positioning. Everything else is about the sound, the width, the bass. It all feels like we're in that very measured category of squiglink has made the decision to make this like this. Thank God they throw a little bit of a bass boost on there because everybody needs just more than nothing. But I think the rest of it is pretty. This is more, again, of a positioning IEM than a frequency response. It's a treble murder. It's a bass murder. It's got mid-range forward. I don't even think it's got mid-range forward, even with the way the vocals are being presented. This thing does something that is interesting and hard to describe because it's more of a placement thing. It's more like, oh, everything in the vocal range just sounds more forward. Doesn't mean that the actual measurement's going to go up. It's just the way it's delivering air out of the 9 converging tubes. I was down here somewhere. Hold on, wait. We got to go to the converging tubes. It's such a cool thing. I kind of wish they put this on a poster. We just get these and it comes out with a rolled up poster. Like, look at all the stuff that's happening here. So your vocals, if they're coming out of the dynamic, it's there. They're coming out of the ESTs. I think those two are that, or maybe that's that. And so they've all got to sort of compete to get down into your ear. So by even modifying the length of some of those or putting a choke tube in it, they can affect when frequencies actually reach your inner ear, which is how I think I don't even know if they're doing it on purpose. That's another thing. Like, I feel like if you said, hey, we want you to do this, people will like look at each other and go, I don't know how to fucking do that. So even if by accident they did that, that's fucking special. To bring vocals forward and just like maybe it's a thousandth of a second faster coming out of the fucking tubes than everything else. Then that's what's doing it. Anyway, Juzear Harrier. Check out the links. If there's a code, if there's a special thing, I will have all the information down in the description. So I'd like to thank Hi-Fi Go for setting that up. Wallpapers in the Wallpaper Horde. Links to everything. Mouse pads are on Reddit. Thank you for people who support on Patreon and Subscribestar. You actually keep the channel going because I can't eat IEMs. I've tried. They're not good. JoJo's were okay. They were just okay. But I need to eat. So thank you for supporting the channel. And that and her and all of us. And we'll see you in December, maybe before that.